Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of PowerCore Productions and Podcastings, where in today's video we're going to be continuing Naruto, The Tale of Two Sages. What if Naruto was Luis's familiar? Part 8. As always, if you're new to the channel or if you're a regular and you like what we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. Where we last left off with our series, we now entered into the Season 3 portion of Familiar of Zero. As our story continues along, Naruto and Louise's relationship continues to grow as the two of them continue to understand one another and draw closer together as a familiar and a master. However, things have not been stagnant just because Naruto has been away. Back in his home world, the Akatsuki have now begun to make their move, but it will be the intervention of a third party that will end up bringing the two sides together. As Naruto questions his own inner demons, it seems as though a troublesome foe from his past has now resurfaced and is looking to make their next strike against the Nine Tails. How will Naruto handle the potential of losing not one but two worlds, as he fights desperately to save his friends and those he cares about from his enemies? For all this and more, stay tuned as we now continue. Naruto, The Tale of Two Sages. What if Naruto was Luis's familiar? Part 8. As always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Tiffania would adjust to her life at the academy. While there were some mishaps, with her being half-elf, half-human, with help from Naruto and Louise, the students slowly began to accept her. Naruto wanting to help her especially since he understood what it was like to be an outsider growing up, and Louise, contrary to what many would think, wouldn't be overall jealous by this. Because she understood Naruto, she knew the life that he had lived up until now, and she understood why he wanted to help her. Not for any romantic reason, but because he understood her position. It was because of that selflessness that she found her feelings growing for him more and more with each day. As the academy was getting ready for its special ball, one that would involve a bit of disguise, if you will, a special kind of masquerade. The way it worked was that each student would pass through something known as the Mirror of Truth. With this, the mirror would transform you into the person that you were finding to be the most ideal. Or, in a short way of putting it, the mirror allowed you to transform into the person that you admired most. Everyone would be allowed to go through the mirror. It was supposed to be something that would be brief, to say the least. Louise wanted to go with Naruto, but she wasn't sure of who she would go as. She wasn't sure of what she wanted to be or who she looked up to, although everyone had their own thoughts in mind. As for Naruto, he was allowed to attend, and as he was going to go, he thought about who he admired most. There was Kakashi-sensei, there was Iruka-sensei, there was Jiraiya. Of course, though, he didn't want to turn into an older man, so maybe Kakashi. He was handsome enough. Eventually, as Naruto arrived to the Mirror of Truth, he stood before it. As he prepared to walk through, though, instead of walking out into the ballroom, Naruto found himself in another plane. He found himself in a world that was dark. Naruto had no idea of where he was or just how he had gotten here. But then he heard a chuckle. I must say, you must enjoy being the hero of this world, don't you? What the? Who said that? You know who said it. No point playing dumb. You know exactly who I am. I don't know. But why does your voice sound like mine? What are you? Naruto turned around until eventually he saw what was standing before him. Another Naruto whose eyes were pitch black with the pupils of red. I am your reflection. But the mirror of truth, it has a lot more than what you might be thinking. The mirror of truth allows one to transform into their ideal self, but that's only if they have a clear image in mind. I am the manifestation of your inner will, what you truly feel. I'm the part of you that you like to keep hidden away. What? I'm nothing like you. Don't lie. If there's one thing that this mirror does, is that it counters the lies. Because you and I both know that in the end of the day, I am you. What do you think? You think that just because you ran off to some little world, found yourself a girlfriend and saved some people, that all of a sudden it changes anything about you? Naruto, don't make me laugh. I am you. You and I both know that the way these people love you now, it won't be this way for long. They'll treat you just like they did back at home. You're their hero today, but you'll be their enemy tomorrow. Shut up. I'm nothing like you. It won't be that. And what if it is? Then where will you go? How many worlds do you think you'll find that will be inviting for you? In the end of the day, you're nothing but a curse. You are nothing more than the Nine Tails. I am all that you will ever have, and that is the truth. Shut up! Naruto would feel his power begin to surge. The imposter Naruto's power would also rise as well. Eventually, Naruto would find himself looking for the exit, as it felt as though he couldn't match this darkness that was within him. His sword, Durf, even telling him it would be best if they left as well, as the evil Naruto carried a black Durf sword, a sword that seemed to be the opposite of him. They would quickly leave the Mirror of Truth. The head master of the academy would ask if Naruto was fine. Naruto explained that he could transform another way and that this magic thing might not work out for him, although Naruto knew the truth. Durf and Naruto would speak amongst themselves, trying to figure out what that whole Mirror of Truth thing was about. If it was about reflecting what the person felt deep within, was that really how Naruto felt this whole time? And even more so, could he overcome it? Durf would tell Naruto that it was through that mirror that he felt something else also. Like there was a level of power, something within Naruto that could allow him to overcome, but it was as if it were a stopgap. What do you mean, Durf? I'm not sure, Naruto, the sword would say. But for some reason, while we were inside of that mirror, it felt as though we were on a line. There's a line between us and this new source of power. You must mean the Nine Tails. I know, it's inside of me. You've been trying to master this power, haven't you? I have, but the last time I lost control, I hurt Sakura, and since then I've just tried to keep it. You've tried to keep the power at bay, and it's slowly starting to consume you. I don't know when we'll get another chance, partner, but we need to overcome that darkness. I believe that will be the key to you gaining the control that you need. If you can't overcome your truest of emotion, it will ultimately consume you. Naruto kept this in mind. As he went to the party, instead of going through the Mirror of Truth, he decided he would use another tool in hand. Using the transformation jutsu, Naruto would transform into a little younger version of Kakashi. After all, it was the person that he felt he could imitate the best, and it was just someone he felt the most comfortable with. And he did admire Kakashi at least. As he walked through, many of the girls were looking upon him fondly. Naruto now seeing that Kakashi could be popular in any scenario. As Naruto heard his name, he would turn around as he saw Louise. Although as he walked closer towards her, he was able to tell that it wasn't actually her. It was Queen Henrietta who had come to the party in disguise, and that she was actually imitating Louise, as she was someone that she admired. As the two were together, Naruto asked if Henrietta had seen Louise, and Henrietta would explain that she hadn't. Naruto was a little concerned as Louise promised she would be here around this time, although he wasn't sure of where she was going to be or if she was even going to be in a disguise at all, which could be a bit tricky. But little did Naruto know that in the meanwhile, there was another situation that was brewing. You see, when Naruto had fought against the henchmen of King Joseph of the country of Gallia, his head leader in battle, Sheffield, had used her attack on Naruto for more than just a way of gauging his power. She stole a fragment of his hair. The reason for this was because Naruto was a powerful familiar, meaning that if Naruto could be this powerful, then wherever he came from, it also meant that there must be others who were just as strong. After the lock of hair had been taken, it was used as a conduit in a spell. It required a lot of power in order to pull off this summoning, as those who could not use void magic were left with very few options when it came to traveling to worlds beyond their own. This was probably a one-way ticket, but even still, it would give him the results that he needed. As Joseph used the summoning spell, a blaze of purple would appear back in the Naruto world, as Pain was floating out the window of the 5th Hokage, Tsunade and everyone else standing on guard, as he looked down upon her, asking for the whereabouts of the Nine-Tails. Above them in the sky, a portal would start to open. Pain would look up, as he used reverse summoning to bring back the other paths of Pain, along with Konan. Nagato. It seems as though this doorway has opened for us, but where it leads to, I do not know. It is fine. I believe this might be what we were looking for. Before anyone could react, using his power, Nagato would ascend high, vanishing into the portal along with the paths of Pain, as well as Konan. Once they arrived, Naruto would have no way of knowing that trouble had now finally followed him. In the meanwhile, Pain would be before King Joseph. He smirked, seeing a similar headband garb to the one worn by Naruto, although the symbol was different and it had been scarred out, and he had summoned 6 of them, along with a woman. So, you come from that world, do you not? And just who are you? My name is King Joseph. Nice to make your acquaintance. And you are? I am simply Pain. You are the one that has called me here. And just where is this? You have been summoned to another world. Well, not so much summoned. I made a temporary doorway between the two of our worlds, and I hoped that I could find a warrior as strong as you. And just why have you called me? What is the reason for this? I used the conduit from a being who I believe came from your world as well. A boy by the name of Naruto. Naruto, you say? Naruto Uzumaki. His last name I'm unsure of, but if we are talking about the same Naruto, then yes. He's come to our world, and for me personally, he's been a bit of a problem. I had the country of Albion in my hands. That was until he got in the way. He slaughtered an army of over 70,000. I see. So the Ninetales is that powerful. Indeed. Although I'm not sure what you mean by Ninetales, although his power is monstrous. I was hoping I could find allies that could take away the problem. I see then. And I believe I can help you. If you can tell me the location of the Ninetales, I will see to it that I take it back to our world, and that yours will be left alone. I can tell you exactly where he is. Although, do you think that you'll be able to take him by yourself? As Pain was preparing to move, he could feel his body stiffening a bit. The connection between Nagato and the Paths of Pain was at its farthest of limits. If this was going to work, then he was going to need to pull out all the stops. Konan, perform the jutsu. But Nagato, are you... Tell me, if I capture Naruto, can you make a way for us to return back to our world? It will be a bit difficult, but I believe there's a way it can be done. There's a girl who has a power to do so. I can use it from her. Who is she? Her name is Louise. With the plans being put into motion, the reverse summoning would be put into place, as Nagato would then appear instantly in the room of which he and his Paths of Pain had been summoned. So, it seems reverse summoning all the way to another world. It is possible. And who are you? I am Nagato, the one known as Pain. Pain. It seems as though these 6 others, yes, I control them. They all work under me. You know the location of the Ninetales. I do. Capture him and the girl, and I can send you back to where you need to go. Understood. I'll need for my body to stay here until then. However, these 6 can leave in my place, along with Konan. Understood. I'll make sure that you are kept guarded well here until your return. Now then, shall we get started? Back at the academy, Naruto would be on the search for Louise, eventually leaving the party itself as he went looking all throughout the various parts of the academy. As he made his way, he would see off in the distance Louise being carried away with Tabitha. Naruto chased after the 2 of them, but as he got closer, Tabitha would attack using her ice magic. Louise seemed to be unconscious. Naruto would take out his sword as he sliced away at the blocks of ice, before quickly arriving before Tabitha as she held out her staff. Tabitha, what's the meaning of this? Tabitha said nothing as she continued on with her flurry of ice magic. Naruto, using his sword and imbuing it with wind chakra, would slice through the various debris of ice as he created multiple shadow clones. It was pretty easy enough for him to grab and subdue Tabitha before getting to Louise. Louise, are you okay? Naruto. Tabitha, what's the meaning of this? I'm sorry, Naruto, but it's the only way to save my mother. Azure sky, frozen in a heart of ice. I beseech the frozen glacier. What the? Instantly, a large glacier of ice would appear. If Naruto hadn't been moving as fast as he was, he and Louise would have been caught in it and completely frozen. Tabitha could feel that she was spent, and that she had used almost all of the power that she had within her. As Naruto and Louise jumped into the air, instantly, a flurry of paper would come flying towards them. Naruto would use the Gale Palm to blow it away as he landed back onto the ground. But as he did so, he realized that he was surrounded. There were 6, along with a woman with paper wings. There were 6 individuals that surrounded him from every end. All of them in the robes of the Akatsuki. Among them, the leader would step forward, Naruto glaring at him angrily as Louise was laid down. So, it is true. The Nine Tails has been in another world this entire time. You're part of the Akatsuki. But just how did you get here? How we arrived is of no concern. That girl in your arms, she is Louise Valladare, is she not? Then this has worked out well. The 2 of you are going to be coming with us. Resistance is futile. And just what makes you think that I would leave so easily? Because I'm sure you value the lives of those in that building. And I can promise you in an instant, I can bring it all down. As he raised his hand, Naruto would look worriedly. You have 2 choices, Nine Tails. Either the 2 of you can come with us willingly and let yourselves be captured, or you can resist and experience true pain. This concludes What If Naruto Was Louise's Familiar? Naruto, The Tale of Two Sages, Part 8. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video as we continue My Hero Academia: The Dark Knight Returns. What If Deku Was Batman, Part 8. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with PowerCore Productions and Podcastings. Signing off, and I'll see you next time.